Cued, given a signal or identified for action. The automated system cued the emergency response team the moment the alarm was triggered. Swooping, moving rapidly downward through the air. The rescue helicopter was seen swooping low over the valley to pick up the stranded hikers. Warthog, nickname for the A-10 Thunderbolt II ground attack aircraft. A-10. The Warthog is famous for its heavy armor and its ability to survive significant damage during combat. Downplayed, made something appear less important or significant than it really is. The company downplayed the technical glitch, claiming it would not affect the product launch. Ramping up, increasing the level or amount of something sharply. Local factories are ramping up production to meet the high demand for electric vehicle batteries. Alleged, asserted to be true but not yet proven. The alleged evidence was presented to the court, but the judge requested more documentation. Boater, a person who travels in a boat for pleasure. A passing boater noticed the flare and quickly notified the Coast Guard of the emergency. Procession, a number of people or vehicles moving forward in an orderly way. A long funeral procession moved slowly through the city center as residents paid their respects. Pontiff, the Pope, the head of the Roman Catholic Church. The pontiff delivered a powerful message of peace and unity to the crowd gathered in the square. Wreckage, the remains of something that has been badly damaged or destroyed. Teams worked through the night to clear the wreckage of the two vehicles from the highway. Evade, to escape or avoid something through cleverness or trickery. The driver tried to evade the police by speeding through the narrow backstreets of the town. Aviators, pilots of aircraft. These experienced aviators have spent thousands of hours navigating through difficult weather conditions. Evasion, the act of avoiding or escaping something. The spy was highly trained in the art of evasion, making him almost impossible to track. Transponder, a device for receiving and responding to a radio signal. The airplane's transponder allows air traffic controllers to track its exact altitude and position. Annihilated, completely destroyed or defeated. The entire defense system was annihilated by the surprise long-range missile strike. Huddling, gathering closely together in a group. The coaches were huddling on the sidelines to discuss their strategy for the final minutes of the game. Strait, a narrow passage of water connecting two seas or large bodies of water. Controlling the narrow strait is strategically important for international shipping and trade. Reversal, a change to an opposite direction, position, or course of action. In a sudden reversal of policy, the City Council decided to fund the new park project. Escalate, to increase rapidly in intensity or magnitude. Both sides are trying to prevent the local dispute from beginning to escalate into a regional war. Prominent, important, famous, or particularly noticeable. The university invited a prominent scientist to speak at the graduation ceremony this year. Desalination, the process of removing salt from seawater. Many desert regions rely on desalination plants to provide clean drinking water for their citizens. Brazen, bold, and without shame. The thieves carried out a brazen robbery in broad daylight while dozens of people watched. Deputies, law enforcement officers who are second in command to a sheriff. The sheriff ordered his deputies to set up a roadblock on the main highway. Bracing, preparing oneself for something difficult or unpleasant. The coastal town is bracing for the arrival of the hurricane later tonight. Meteorologist, an expert in or student of meteorology, a weather forecaster. The meteorologist predicted that the temperature would drop to -30 degrees Celsius by early tomorrow morning. 30. Intestines, the lower part of the digestive system, guts. A healthy diet high in fiber is essential for the proper functioning of your intestines. Nook, a corner or recess, especially one offering seclusion or security. She found a quiet nook in the library where she could study without being interrupted. Wedged, forced into a narrow space. The small car was wedged tightly between two large trucks in the narrow alley. Moonshots, ambitious and groundbreaking projects or goals. Experts believe that achieving carbon neutrality by 2030 is one of humanity's greatest moonshots. 2030. Colosseum, an ancient amphitheater in Rome. Millions of tourists visit the Colosseum every year to learn about ancient Roman history. Eye drops, liquid medication to be applied directly to the eye. You should use these eye drops twice a day to treat the redness and irritation in your left eye. Capsized of a boat, overturned in the water. The small fishing boat capsized after being hit by a massive wave during the storm. Yanked, pulled something with a sudden, sharp movement. He yanked the heavy door open and rushed inside to escape the pouring rain. Sterile, free from bacteria or other living microorganisms. All surgical instruments must be kept in a sterile environment to prevent infections. Lymphoma, cancer of the lymph nodes. Early detection of lymphoma significantly increases the chances of successful treatment. Pediatric, relating to the branch of medicine dealing with children. The hospital is opening a new pediatric wing to provide better care for young patients. Infusion, the introduction of a liquid drug into a vein at a constant rate. The patient is receiving an infusion of antibiotics to fight this serious infection.